Hello and welcome to my class, students. And I am going to teach the snake in the mirror. Yesterday I have told about the background of the lesson and about the writer. So who is the writer of this lesson? The writer of this lesson is Vakum Muhammad Bashir. Let me tell you, it's a very long name. So let me tell you once again, the name of the writer is Vakum Muhammad Bashir. Okay, I hope you people will remember it. The Snake and the Mirror is a beautiful short story. It sparkles with Bashir's wits and humor, and it has all the characteristic of a good story. Now let me ask you, what are the characters of good story? So children, there is a suspense, there is a humor, okay, there is a plot, everything is there in this story, and there is a drama. Bashir is a native talent as a storyteller. We, like his listener, read the story holding our breath till the narrator reaches the end. So children, I am once again going to revise the important point of the lesson. Now, a doctor was there and he was a homeopathic doctor. I know children that you people very well know that there are three type of medicine practice in our country. One is allopathic, other is homeopathic, and Ayurveda. These are the three major. Otherwise, there are many others like naturopathic is there, music therapy is there. Okay, then eco-puncture is there. So a lot of therapies and punctures like eco-puncture is there. Okay, so many things are new. Children things are coming, but the major practice of medicine is Ayurveda, allopathic, and homeopathic. So the doctor which is discussed in this story is a homeopathic doctor. Okay, is a homeopathic doctor. He is young and very handsome. A few friends were discussing snakes. Now children, he went to a place where many other medical students were there, and they were his friends, and their children, they were discussing about snake and which medicine should be given when snake bite. So one of them, who was the narrator himself, and he is a homeopathic doctor, he started telling his own story, that how once he had faced a snake, and that snake was a very dangerous snake. It was cobra. And in this story he tell how the snake once coiled around its left arm. Okay, so he started telling that he lived in a small rented room. It was an outer room. Children, what is the meaning of outer room? That means it was children it was made at such a place where outer part of the house was visible. Okay, so he took a small rented room, and it was an outer room. Its one wall faced the open yard. So one of the wall, children, it faces the open area of the house. It had two windows and it had a tiled roof. So children, in the beginning, the roof of the rented room which he is taking, it has been described that it has a tiled roof. It was in the open yard, and children, it had two windows. Okay, the tiles were supported by gables which rested on the beam over the wall. And children, the rats frequented the room from the beam. The rat, so many big rats, they used to enter from the beam of the room. And moreover, the room was not electrified. What do you mean by this? That means there was no electricity in the room. Well, one hot summer, the doctor, he did not cook He was living alone. As I told him, he was unmarried and living alone, and children, he did not cook. He went outside to have his meal, to have his dinner. Okay, he went to the restaurant, had a dinner, and when he opened the door, he heard the familiar sound of from above. Obviously, it was they were a lot of rats and they were making noise. He lighted the kerosene lamp because, as I told you just now, the room was not electrified. So he lighted the kerosene lamp which was there on the table, and children, there were only hardly any furniture were there, but table was there upon which a mirror was put. Then children, he had a chair in which he used to sit and study, and children, he had a box in which he had few dhotis, few shirts, and 60 rupees. That's all. That was all his belonging in the room. And of course there was a large mirror on the table which really was liked by the doctor. So children, he came to the room after having a dinner. He took off his coat, he lighted the kerosene lamp. Children, he hung his black coat, he was wearing a white shirt, and children, then at last he took out his dirty waist. Okay, what is a waist? It's an undergarment. Okay, and it was very dirty. uh, but so children, again children, see here how the writer is making this story humorous, that he had taken, he after coming from having a lunch, what he had done, he lit the kerosene lamp, he took off his black coat, white shirt and dirty waist and hung them up. He sat down on the chair, and children, after hanging them up, he sat on the chair. There was a large mirror on the table. Well, a large mirror was there on the table. Looking into the mirror, now children, the doctor, he used to think that he's very, very handsome. And what he did, he looked into the mirror. He took a close look on his face. So children, again he was not satisfied. So what he had did, he started looking at himself. In fact, he went closer to the mirror. He started looking at himself. He decided to shave daily and grow a thin mustache. So children, what happened? He started to shave daily. And children, when he looked at himself, he felt proud that he is really a very handsome person. Now he started thinking that how he will look more handsome. And finally he decided he will shave his beard, he will grow a thick mustache, okay, and above all, he will always smile, because he liked his smile very much. He was thinking he looked very handsome when he smiled. So he decided he will always have a smile on his face. Okay. Well, he felt that he was having a charming smile. So what he felt, he is having one of the most beautiful, one of the most charming smile. He took another decision. Now children, after looking at himself, he was very much happy, very much pleased that he was really very handsome. He still wanted to look more handsome, and for that he had decided, what he had decided, three things. First thing, he would shave daily, he would have a thin mustache, and he would always smile, as he felt that his smiles are the best smile in the world. Okay. And then children, he started thinking something very lovely. Lovely idea came to his mind. That was about his marriage. To whom he is going to marry. And children, finally he decided. He was so much lost in his thought, and he decided that he will marry a girl who will be a doctor, and who will be very rich. That girl will be very rich girl. Okay, so this he has decided. And of course, children, he was lost in a wonderful thought. He started thinking, but he will marry a doctor. He will marry that doctor should be very rich with a lot of money. Okay, but at the same time, he took a very funny decision. And what was that? He would marry a fat girl. Why? He told this also to us. He told that when they will have fight, when he will not listen to her, definitely she will fight with him and he will run because he was very thin. Okay, he will run quickly and she won't be able to run and catch him. Okay, and children, so he decided that he would marry a medical student. Okay, and she should be rich. She should be she should have a lot of money with her, and she should be a bit fat. Now, a lovely thought. So this lovely thought, he was engrossed with this lovely thought about his marriage, about his wonderful smile, about his look. Children, meanwhile, he was not aware that the rats which were making lot of noise now stopped suddenly. All of a sudden, the noise was not there. He did not pay attention as he was still lost in his wonderful thought. Well, children, he started walking, and finally again he came back. He got up and paced up and down the room. That means he started walking here and there in the room. And children, then again he sat on the chair. Okay, suddenly, children, he did not realize that the noise which were made by rats had stopped suddenly. And what happened, children? Suddenly, what happened, children? That he heard a thud noise behind him. Thud means something when something, children, heavy will fall on the ground. What type of noise it will make? It will make thud noise, Thud. Okay. So, children, suddenly he heard a thud, and children, before he could understand anything, a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair. Suddenly, what happened, children? Where he was sitting on that chair, a fat snake wriggled. Okay, wriggled means crawling in a. He was coiling on the chair and climbing up. So, children, when he heard thud noise, what really happened? He saw a snake was crawling at the back of the chair where he was sitting, and a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair, and from the chair it landed on his shoulder. So from the chair at the back side, he came and landed on the shoulder of that doctor. Then, children, it slid from his shoulder, and coiled around its left arm above the elbow. So, children, that snake, it climbed from the chair where he was sitting, from the back of the chair, and finally what happened, children? That snake, it crawled into the back side of the shoulder of the doctor, and it slid and coiled into the left arm, above the elbow of that doctor. So it was spread out, and its hood. What is the meaning of hood? This portion of the snake. Have you seen the snake face? It is spread. The portion of the head, it is spread like this. So this part is a hood. So, children, the hood was spread out, and children, that head of the snake was only 3 to 4 inches away from the doctor. That means, children, if the doctor will move, even a few inches and even for a second, the snake would definitely bite him. So he was so scared that the doctor sat motionless like a statue on that chair. because he knew the result. If he will move, then definitely that snake is going to bite him. He sat motionless as if he was a statue. Okay, now children, but his mind was very active. He knew that the snake would bite him at the slightest movement. So children, death lurked only few inches away, and he was not able to do anything except to sit quietly without moving. Children, suddenly he started praying to God. After a long time, he started praying. He never used to pray. He only used to look at his work, his studies, his mechanical practice, and finally at his looks. That how handsome he is looking and how more handsome he will look in future. Only this thing he used to do. So children, finally he realized that he is a very arrogant person. He is a person, okay, he is a very egoistic person, full of pride, and he wanted to children ask sorry from God. He told God that God, you are giving me punishment as I am very much arrogant, and from now on I will be a good person with a good behavior with each and everywhere, buddy. I will not be very arrogant. Okay, so what happened, children? Suddenly, the snake, when he started telling all this thing in mind, and he started asking forgive. He started he started God to forgive him, and suddenly, children, he felt that the God has heard his prayer, and the snake turned its head. He looked into the mirror and saw his own reflection. It unwound itself from his arm, and children, finally it slowly went to the table. And now, children, earlier the doctor was looking at his if reflection, and now what happened? The snake sat in front of the table, in front of the mirror on the table, and he started looking at his reflection. Well, children, when the snake went up, the doctor got up from his chair very quietly, okay, and went through the door. And children, now he was outside in veranda. So he leapt into the yard and ran as fast as he could. He ran and ran till he reached a friend's house next morning, accompanied by his friend and one or two others. He came to his room to move his things from there, but there was hardly anything left for him to carry, because children, a thief had entered to his house and he had taken away all his things. Only one thing he had left. He did not even want to touch and that thing. Can you guess what is that thing? Okay, so let me tell you what is that thing. It was his dirty vest. It was his dirty undergarment, and maybe it was so shabby that even the thief did not want to touch that. So only that thing was left in the room. So again, children, here the writer, Wako Muhammad Bashir, children, he had thrown light on humor. Okay, because the thief entered, he had taken away all his thing, but he had not taken away his waist, as it was very, very dirty. Okay, so this is the story, and now I will be, children, reading the story. Okay, and we will do the explanation of the story. Well, so okay, so we all will open our books, and I will be doing the explanation of the story. So student, now children, I was there in the fourth paragraph of this story. I will be reading and explaining and telling you the difficult word meaning. Okay, I went back into the room and sat down on the chair. I opened the box beneath the table and took out a book. So children, he went back into the table and he sat down on the chair after having his meal outside in the restaurant. I opened the box beneath the table and took out a book, a Materia Medica. And children, he started reading a book. What he started doing? He started reading a book. I opened it at the table on which stood the lamp and a large mirror. A small comb lay beside the mirror. And children, he opened the book. He put it on the table, but there was a mirror in front of him. And children, a large mirror and a small comb lay beside the mirror. Well, children, one feels tempted to look into the mirror when it is near one. Of course, children, this is human psychology. This is human tendency that when we are children, when we are in front of the mirror, we have this tendency to look our own reflection at the mirror. So the same thing happened with that doctor also. What really happened when he sat there to study? What happened? He felt that he should look at his own image or reflection in the mirror, and he started looking at it. Well, I was a great admirer of beauty. Now the doctor was telling about himself that he loved all the beautiful things, including himself, as he felt he was one of the most handsome person of this world. So he is telling, I was a great admirer of beauty and I believed in making myself look handsome. And children, he always used to think that how he will look more handsome. I was unmarried and I was a doctor. Now children, here the arrogance is being projected here. Okay, arrogant. He was an arrogant fellow. This line proved this. Children, he was thinking that he is unmarried, he is young and he is very handsome. And moreover, children, he has got a good job. He is a doctor. Felt I had to make my presence. I picked up the comb and ran it through my hair and adjusted the parting that it looked straight and neat. Now children, he felt that his hairs are not combed. He took the comb which was there beside the mirror. He adjusted his parting. This is known as parting of the hair. He adjusted in such a manner that it looked more neat and straight. And children, he felt that he is looking more handsome. I took a close look at my face in the mirror. Then he went more. He had a close up. He looked. He went near the mirror and he had a close look at his the reflection of his face. I made an important decision. And children, suddenly he made an important decision that he will look more handsome if he would shave daily. So he had made a decision that he would daily shave and he will look more handsome if he would grow a thin mustache. So children, what was his first decision? His first decision was that he will shave daily, he will grow a thin mustache. Okay, and the best part is that children, he loved his smile. He felt he is having a very charming smile, very nice smile. So what he decided, that he would always smile, okay, in front of everybody. Okay, a maximum time he would be smiling, and then he will look more handsome. I was after all a bachelor and a doctor. Now again children, here arrogance is there. Okay, ego is there in his mind that he is a doctor and he is very handsome. I looked into the mirror and smiled. Again he looked into the mirror and children, he smiled. It was an attractive smile. Definitely children, it was a very attractive smile. I made another earth-shaking decision, and a very nice and lovely idea came to his mind. And children, it was, see the adjective which is used here, earth-shaking decision. The earth, this decision which of his life which he had taken right now, which he is going to share. It was a wonderful decision, earth shaking, the decision that shook even earth. That means a very wonderful decision, very nice decision he has taken. I would always keep that attractive smile on face and to look more handsome. I was after all a bachelor and a doctor too on top of it. Again, children, after children, when he had decided that he would always keep smiling, then he heard a noise from above. I got up and paced up and down the room. Children, he got up, he was disturbed by the noise. He started moving into the room, inside the room. Then another lovely thought struck him, children. Then another lovely thought came to his mind. I would marry. I would get married to a woman doctor who had plenty of money. So, children, what he had decided that he would marry a woman doctor, and children, he would have who she that lady should be having a lot of money and a good medical practice, and children, she should be practicing, she should be doing a job, she should be a good medical practice. Of course, a good medical practitioner always earns a lot of money. She had to be a fat for a valid reason. Now, one another funny decision is taken by the writer that that lady should be fat, okay, because of a genuine reason. Valid reason means because of a genuine reason. If I made some silly mistake and needed to run away, she should not be able to run after me and catch me. So what he is telling? He is telling, suppose if I made some silly mistake, okay, he is telling if he made some silly mistake and needed to run away, she should not be able to run after me and catch me. So he would take advantage of his thinness and she would marry a fat lady, so she will never be able to catch him. So, don't you feel, children, this story is sometimes it becomes humorous all of a sudden? With such thought in my mind, I resumed my seat in the chair in front of the table. So, children, he was thinking all this thing, he was engrossed, he was lost in a thought. And children, he again sat on the chair in front of the table. There were no more sound from above. Children, till now there was a lot of sound made by rat, but all of a sudden, children, those sound it is stopped. Okay, there was no more sound from above. Suddenly there come a dull thud, as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. Children, if we will throw the rubber tube on the ground, if we throw that rubber tube on the ground, children, whatever noise you will hear, you will hear a thud noise. What noise you will hear? Just try to imagine that if somebody is throwing a rubber tire in front of you, okay, or dropping a rubber tire in front of you, so what noise you will hear? You will hear a thud noise. So somewhat that noise he had also heard, as if somebody has thrown a rubber tube in front of him. Surely nothing to worry about. He felt something must have fallen. Why to worry? But then, children, he did not want to, he was not able to sit and concentrate on his thought. He thought of turning and looking what was there. I would turn around and take a look. And he thought, children, he would turn around, and what he will do, he will take a look at what thing had fallen on the ground which had made a thud noise. No sooner had I turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair. Children, the moment he had turned, he was shocked that a fat snake was wriggling from the back of the chair, and that snake had landed on his shoulder. So now, children, that snake, what happened? It landed on his shoulder. The snake was landing on me, and my turning were simultaneous. Okay. Now, children, the moment he had turned, that very moment, the snake was climbing on his shoulder. So, his turning and the climbing of the snake, children, happened at the same time. Okay, now I could not jump. Even he was so scared that even he could not trample. So, children, since the time, I think the time is over now, and with this, I conclude my video. Next of the lesson, I will be dwelling in the next video. Let's see what happened now. Okay, so with this, I conclude my video. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.